Hello folks, a very warm welcome, quite literally, back to the channel. We're in Spain today, and we're actually in Mallorca, looking at Palma de Mallorca, if I've even pronounced that slightly right. That's amazing. But anyway, we're going to be checking out this airport today by the team at Just Flight. Now, this is a very small development team that's been working on this, and it's a massive airport as well. I mean, it serves over 1,200 aircraft movements, 180,000 passengers per day, sort of in the summer months. And this is going to be really interesting because, generally speaking, as you know on the channel, I tend to review Just Flight aircraft, but I've never reviewed a scenery package. And I have to say that this is pretty damn impressive, to say the least. I mean, you're not looking at a photograph, this is in-sim footage, we're in drone mode, and we're just going to have a bit of a buzz around in 2D mode first with ultra settings before going into VR in my little Mercedes Benz, and we're going to have a drive around. So let's just have a little pan around as we talk about sort of some of the features here that you expect with this airport package. Now, of course, this is a very popular destination, actually. I've never been here in real life, but I know for us Brits, we love Mallorca. And it's a great place to visit in the sim. As you can see there, they've got the beautiful mountains in the background there. This island is just full of beautiful places to visit. And I think they've done an amazing job here. Let's not mess around here, guys. Look at this. It's absolutely insanely beautiful. And it's even more impressive when you think that this airport package was pushed back quite a number of times, not just because, in fact, nothing to do with the development team themselves, but because of Asobo and their sort of aggressive updates, shall we say, that tend to break quite a lot of, add-on airports and scenery packages of all manner, as well as aircraft as well. So Just Flight decided to delay the release until they were happy that they was able to at least provide a really stable version of this. So I respect that. They could have released this ages ago. And I think it really does show here. As we're panning around, it's just so much to look at. I'm not going to be able to even scratch the surface on this little video. But I don't think I should, because you're going to buy it. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. And I think you'll be looking at this airport for hours and hours on end, and every time you visit it you'll see something different. And let's just talk about some of those features now as we pan around here. Do you know, this drone is so annoying. Look how it's now not straight anymore. I think I'm using sim update, what was it, 5 at the time of recording. So hopefully by the time you watch this, maybe the bug with the drone is going to be sorted out. But look at this, you can see here already that the tower has a working animated radar. Very nice. In fact, I'll tell you what, let's have a closer look at this humongous tower as we talk about the specs, the feature set. That's what we want to know here. So we've got over 300 custom buildings and 3D objects, including PBR texture work, which I guess is a given these days anyway, to be honest. Highly detailed buildings and interior detail, which we're going to look at actually a bit later on. Custom ground textures, including custom ground markings and taxiways, surrounding streets, which is going to be really cool as well when you're on final. Significant buildings and objects near the airport and on the approach paths, which I really do like. I think that's important these days to add a bit more detail around the boundary. You've got animated elevators and escalators in the main entrance, which is insane. I'm going to have a look at that as well, definitely. Corrected ILS for all the runways. Animated hangar doors, which is really cool. Custom jetway bridges. A working visual guiding docking system. Oh my goodness me, realistic night lighting, so I must remember to check that out before we finish the video. Airport is populated with hundreds of additional static ramp vehicles, baggage containers, buses, and many other things. And it's been tested and optimized even for lower to mid-range PCs. Now, I do run a beastly Stormforce computer, so, maybe I should check this out on my 1080 Ti machine, which I still have, by the way. I might check it out to see how it runs. But I must admit, I think in days gone by, if you'd have had an airport with this many assets, it would have brought this sim to its knees. But we're getting very nice performance here, I have to say. Right, anyway, let's get close and personal with these textures, as I like to say. And you can see there, the flags are very nicely animated there. I really like how, the car park here, some of the parking is a bit dodgy. It's not perfect, and it's not kind of copy and pasted, although some of the cars are most definitely copy and pasted. I don't really like these palm trees, if I'm honest. I think it's a shame they don't sway in the breeze. And some of the textures, like this grassy area here, looks a little bit strange, I have to say. But I'm really being picky. I am being very picky. And to be honest, this airport, it's such a challenge to create a massive airport like this without some I guess trade-offs. Yeah, I guess that's what it is, because you have to expect that you're either going to get some performance issues otherwise. Like if, for instance, in the tower, you can't go inside the tower like you can with a Pilot Plus type of airport, which is fine, but I do kind of like that kind of thing, and I get used to that. Anyway, let's go to the main entrance here. We'll slowly make our way here. We've had special permission today to use the drone, because I'm interested in some of these animated aspects as well. So as we get a bit closer, you can absolutely see inside the terminal buildings here, but I'm now going to go right through and let's see if it's just a trickery of the eye. No, it isn't. Some people might say that's a bit overkill, but I like to think that developers are pushing the boundaries of what is possible. And look at this is very cool. I really would like to see some moving people in some of these buildings as well. That would be kind of cool. But look, wow, we've got duty free here. Again, Melissa, my partner, she would go crazy in this place with all these shops. Very clean, isn't it, here? And just all the signs as well. Look at that. And the reason why the signs are so clear and so authentic is because they are from the real airport, because Just Flight have worked with people who work actually at the real airport, which I think is really cool. Okay, I'm not sure where I'm going here, but yeah, just amazing detail here. I like the reflection of the glass there. That's very nice. Look at that. That's impressive. And I don't know about you guys, but part of flying for me in Microsoft Flight Simulator is when I get to my destination, I kind of like to explore around. It gives more of a sense of reward of flying to a new place. And when you have airports like this, you can absolutely do that. I've already had a look around in drone mode in VR, which, let me tell you, was just so cool. It's a very nice King Air there. And of course, these terminal buildings and, the jetways rather, they are all animated as well. So what I think what I'll end up doing is showing this on the channel with the CRJ and perhaps even an airliner if you're interested, guys. Because, as I say, this is going to be such a difficult review to show you everything. And I think the only way I can do that is if I can, feature this with a few full flights in VR. I think that would be a good idea. So I'll probably do that perhaps very soon. Because, I mean, look, it's just so much to look at. It's just crazy. But we'll just, we'll keep going down this way, and I'll cut the video here. And, yeah, I'll see you as I get to the other side over there, about 5 miles away, with my little drone. So we've finally reached the other side of this incredible airport, and it took quite a while for my little drone, and that in itself makes you realise the undertaking that this small team had to endure to create such a faithful representation of Mallorca. And I do feel that overall it's a very convincing and beautifully done scene here. As you can see, so much to see. I think some of this sort of the ground textures here look a little bit not out of place, but like the overlay looks a bit obvious. But I'm really, as I say, being a bit picky here. I think the overall look and feel of this place is very nice indeed. Let's have a look at what this airport looks like at night. Okay, let's quickly do that now. Here we go. Oh, that looks amazing. I just want to try and go about there. That's it. Look at that. That looks good. Now, that looks very impressive indeed. Wow. I actually think this airport looks better at night time than it does in the daytime. Just very subtly done. It must be quite difficult to, create that perfect balance, I guess, of light. Because you can overdo it. But I think here you can see where the light fades and there's some dark areas and how, the light spread across very nicely. Yeah, that looks beautiful. And even the different colours of light, like that looks a little sort of more dimly lit than some of these other areas here. Oh, that's really nice. As I say, I can imagine flying into this at night time. We'll have to do a live stream soon, guys, of a sort of full flight from here in the CRJ. How do you fancy that? That would be really, really special indeed. Anyway, what I'm going to do now, guys, I think, is we're going to jump into VR, and we're going to just basically zoom around in a little kind of Mercedes car, which I think would be quite cool, just so I can give you my impressions of how this feels when you're inside the scenery, as I like to call it, in VR. I think that will really, truly let us know how it will feel. Okay, folks, welcome back. We're now in VR for this quick little test, and welcome to my very nice little Mercedes coupe. I think you'll find it's a really nice way to sort of tour the airport. And as you know, once you're in VR, the scenery really comes alive because everything now is one-to-one scale. And as I'm looking at that terminal building there, inside I can see all the details there. And that huge tower, it takes on a completely new meaning because it really does feel absolutely massive. And actually from now on, I think when I showcase new airfields on the channel, this is a great way to do it, I think, because it just looks absolutely incredibly real. It feels like I'm actually here. I've arrived in my posh car, ready to embark on my flight. In fact, there is my posh Citation business jet right there. I think I'll park next to it and get on my merry way. But yeah, I can see inside the terminal buildings here. I won't be too long with this little test, but I think it's a fun way of showing the airfield from a different perspective. Look at this. Oh, this is absolutely amazing. Let's have a... I'm going to... I'm steering with my rudder pedals here, guys, so I'm a little bit clunky with this. But what an amazing little car this is. Whee! In fact, if you want to check this out yourself, I'll link in the description below this little freeware car because it's kind of cool actually. But look at that, just looking even at the simple things like the car park, where you could take forever looking at this scenery package. I do recommend actually, if you do download the Mallorca scenery, this is a really fun way of really getting close up and personal with this scenery. What a fun way of doing it, it's great. So yeah, and you can actually go where you can't in an aircraft. Like now we're going to go right underneath this jetway here. This is so much fun. Oh my goodness me. We're using the Oculus on Airlink, and this is version 3.4 at the time's recording, which is running really well. And yeah, look at this. What a great way to enjoy the sim. And it's what I said before, really, when you fly to a new destination, it feels like, you can get out of your little plane, or big plane, depending on, how you've decided to get here, and go touring in a car. GTA style almost. But yeah, I love how those hangars as well are very animated. The sort of hangar doors are animated. I'd like to see that in action, but I guess it depends on the time of day and things like that. But yeah, very cool indeed. And this is another thing as well. Now that I'm in VR and I'm recording, I'm finding the performance is really smooth. In fact, I didn't even know that was there. Look, that's a little petrol station. In fact, let's go this way. This is brilliant. This is the way to tour an airport for the first time. But yeah, it really is very smooth, and that's testament to the Just Flight development team to be able to produce such a massive airport with such 300 assets. And the textures and everything look really crisp, and yet I'm not getting any stutters, no issues at all. So much to see here. Wow, this is cool. So yeah, I thought I'd just show you a little snippet. In fact, I've gone the wrong way here. Look, I'm actually at the car park. In fact, should we try and see if we can find a space? But I thought I'd just show you a little bit of the VR side of things because I really do feel that this is when the airport really comes alive, when you can experience it in VR. This has been the Just Flight brand new Mallorca airport. I hope you enjoyed this little sort of snippet of what you will find when you decide to buy this yourself, because I have to say, they've done an amazing job here. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate your support, and we're going to park on the end here because I've got a feeling our car's a bit bigger. It is. It's actually a lot bigger. So we'll just park on the end here, take up 2 bays, and I'll see you all again very soon. Take care, and whee! But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye for now.